Hello everyone and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4, where we'll be continuing as the leader of the elves here. Right, we just kind of ended up in a three-way battle. Hell with some marauders completely accidentally just because one of our units happened to be nearby. Still got auto explore going. Apparently we have apparently we could very easily go to war with the Elm Ironheart or grievances wise. With the Declaration of Friendship. And we have two defensive pacts, but no alliances. Maybe we go to war with the Elm if we can get. And apparently, we're currently evenly matched with the Elm Ironheart. Let's see, who would be more likely want to escalate our defensive pact to an alliance? Probably Alliance. It is too soon for Alliance to consider this. Try in 5 turns. Yeah, so we'd probably have to wait until... It's like we're waiting... Dang it. Dang, 5 turns. Turns at least before we need to start any wars, probably. Philosopher soldiers gain knowledge whenever a unit gains a rank. Surge spellcasting, casting a combat spell reduces the cost of all other combat spell types. Needs 25% for 2 turns. That seems useful. But yeah, we might not have to wait 5 turns if Elm decides to be the one to make the first move. Miragia Savant approaches you with a solemn determination. These are the fragments of the smoldering axe, he said, as showing you a bundle of carefully wrapped weapon shards. Long ago, it inspired fear in the enemies of the immortal Wonder Builders. Its keepers have long searched for a way to imbue it with new life, but never have found the mythical Fireforged stone is made of. We help my empress in seeking the Fireforged stone needed to reforge this weapon of my forefathers. Yeah, sure. Um, was once again and trying to encroaching on my claims. I think for right now, or against Parsival. I think our call gives you 34 or grievances to use against Parsival directly. Declaring will give area 10 grievances against you, making your relations with her suffer. Clary expects a response within 2 turns. The claim will break your defensive pact with Claria. This is considered an evil act. I think I'll decide later. Because she's willing to give me 2 turns. Alright, so apparently we can get a Storm Scale Serpent or a Plague Serpent. Yeah, I'll pick up a Plague Serpent. Since it looks like we're going to war one way or another. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back and ready to see where we left off. Currently the plan... First of all, we're going to war with either Parsival or Elm. Probably Parsival. Right, there's a quest location, and over here we're needing to deal with. We can still decide later on that. It's time for our next tier 2 tome. Also, since we've been doing so much magic stuff, we might as well go for Tome of Amplification.
One of the more fascinating aspects of the arcane is that it can be turned back on itself, augmenting and amplifying its own essence. Any wizard can cast a spell, but a true master seeks to perfect it and elevate themselves and their magic beyond what mere practitioners think possible.
Receive trade proposal, share vision. Yeah, sure. I think we're probably going to end up just completing this quest and then moving to help. Yeah, now I think we're gonna have to take another turn on that one. Yep, guess we're going to war with Parsival first. But first we're gonna complete this quest here, and then we go and help Claria the Prophet. looks like I think it's gonna take a good turn before he get in range to do anything. Also looks like there's something stopping me from using any combat spells. Ah, probably this Mage Bane. Maybe we should try and prioritize targeting that. So that we can and start using our spells in this fight. Come on, finish these guys off. Or go on, Foxy Grandpa. Surely you can do it. Yeah. There we go. Now we can focus in on the Mage Bane. Definitely need to deal with these things soon too. But it'll become a lot easier once we have the ability to cast spells. Come on. Alright, Mage Bane is down. So now I can start firing off some cosmic ablations. And presto, oh, gets the last is hit on another target. Evocation. No damage to target enemy, and 2 others within 3 hexes. We don't. Can't really make full use of that. And finish last couple off. I've got the Visor of Farsight, which grants the unit +1 vision range and +1 defense. The summon monsters vanish again, and the chaplain drops her magical barrier. Thank you, she comes forward, enthusiastically waving her hand. My field research has never yielded more valuable results. Else, I have another interesting hypothesis that needs confirmation. I don't suppose you'd mind if I... In which direction do you steer the chaplain of the awakened felines before her magical experiments can cause more damage? You've got Astral Boon, granting all cities of your empire or 21 stability for 6 turns. Oh, we can gain the chaplain herself. Invite her to share her findings. Or just let her continue. Which gives us 260 mana. Let's have her share her findings. Alright, so it's gonna take us a while to get to the battlefront. I might as well pick up Franzine Focus. Let's see, we can go for an Arcane Institute. Now let's go for the Caltrop Upstash. Oh, and I didn't annex my property. As I guess I'll... Honestly, gains +15 knowledge for each magic material your empire has access to. That could be useful. Right now, let's pick up Philosopher Soldiers. Gain knowledge whenever a unit gains a rank. Here we are about to start more large-scale combat. Alright, might as well pick up amplified arrows. Propelling a library. Over here. Boost it with a forester so we can... Guess we start building towards having a forester over there.
When you are inside the domain belonging to your enemy, you can pillage their
During diplomatic negotiations, Sage Vector Hexam of Vegetarium sends a ball filled with an unknown substance. O Empress Alexia the Archivist, we gracious wonder builders feel blessed by your presence. In anticipation of our new pact, we had this small gift sent to you. Victor Hexam holds up a glass. In our culture, we share this drink when we forge a bond. He takes a step and coughs heavily, waiting for you to return the gesture. I think it'll be worth it. Asher, I'll take 88 gold for shared vision. Oh, we met a new place. Sage Scorpio Rizwind, and of the Free Sea of Pentacle, greets you with a sage smile. Salutations and greetings, learned Alexia the Archivist. The astral winds whisper far and wide of your presence. We too study the arcane arts, though not with anywhere near your storied grasp of the higher mysteries. His Pentacle is here to observe and to learn from. We hope you'll extend to us the same level of neighborly neutrality. And we don't have any whispering stones we can give them. In fact, they've been vassalized by another ruler, so... No, in fact, can't. We don't know who they're a vassal of. Self-attunement. That they actually could be useful. Let's go for Enchanted Crow Companion. And get more vision. Well, this is looking great. Now Lion's wants to... Yeah, guess we're joining in on this war.
This can be changed by your own.
Now we're neutral. Because like I think we simultaneously lost and gained good alignment from that because we answered an ally's he's called a war, but we also broke multiple pacts. Thanks in the process because we were getting along with the guy that we're now at war with. Yeah, that's fine. That can just be an auto combat. As can that. Well, we just lost all of our auto scouts. New Empire skill development skill available. Expert sailors. Ooh, that's actually quite useful because I believe all of our cities share a border with Manahold, so we get a boost to both of our other cities. Oh, time for a tier 3 tome. We've got summoning, call forth, control, and enhance magic origin units. So it says learn arcane restoration, arcane supercharge, arcane bond, summon astral serpent, and summon astral keeper. Oh, also, summoning, so we'll be able to build a special province improvement summoning well. Combat summon spells in the domain cost no mana. I don't think we have any combat summon spells. Gain access to the Wisp Familiar, her Battle Magic Expert Hero skill, and Seed of Astral. Which that's going to be a thing for all of the tier 3 tomes. Is the Seed. Tome of Teleportation, Summon Phase Beast, Mass Recall, all emergency teleportation. Okay, so it's looking like, you know, when I inevitably build Kruz later on, this is one of the tomes he's probably going to be taking. Granted, emergency teleportation isn't quite... They did teleport party. I mean, all of my battle mage units, all my battle mage and support units, the phase ability. That sounds like it could be quite useful. Considering that I've got 11 of them. Well, 15 total because I've got 11 battle mages and 4 support units. Mass Recall makes target-friendly army teleport back to the nearest owned city. And of course, you know, we've got stuff like Tome of Devastation. I think if we want to go for Magic Victory, we'll probably... I think we're probably going to go either Tome of Summoning... I think Tome of Teleportation. Especially since we can pick up Quick Phase as a hero skill. The Chrono Gate Each special preference improvement that grants plus 3 mana per adjacent conduit or research post, plus 3 knowledge per adjacent conduit or research post, evasion to visiting armies until their next combat, and functions as a teleporter. Yeah, I'm thinking teleportation.
The mage
See,
fully utilizes the potential of magic to expand their tactical options on the field of battle. That is a cunning mage. Imagine a hapless commander, all prepared for an oncoming assault, only to suddenly find themselves facing a pincer attack. The art of teleportation provides endless possibilities for the truly creative tactician.
negotiate. We've got Pact of Loyalty with Magisterium. Looks like we're in competition with Clary of the Prophet. Maybe boost our allegiance. And to try and catch up with her a little bit. Oh, looks like Elm died again. With many strangers in this realm, you seem to be the most responsible. However, I do not engage in the petty squabbles of the other goat here. Let's simply live and let live. That's from the Dark Lady Raquel Amal. She seems fine. But she has also just built a seed of shadow. So she is actively working on attaining the magic victory. And she should probably keep good supply of units coming and to help in the war effort. With crackling noise, he's in a bright blue flash. The chairman of the Immortal Wonder Builders Council emerges as before your throne. My empress, as she explains wheezingly, still staggered by excitement. Your proficiency in the arcane is inspiring. We Immortal Wonder Builders look up to your wizardry in awe. And the abundant mana you harness lets us humbly follow your example. Farmers animate their sighs to reap the harvest. Builders make wood and stone light like a feather in the wind. The ease of magic has become omnipresent in our lives. Now we wish to inscribe our humble applications into a tome for all immortal wonder builders to study. So we can either or have the entire race gain the Mark of the Conflux trait, granting +1 astral affinity, the +1 stability for each 35 mana in their controller's global mana reserve up to a maximum of +30 stability. But also generate they'll generate -1 mana for each population they have. And we can also just spend 397 mana but not gain any new traits. Let's go for the new trait. Yeah, that didn't hurt our mana. That didn't come too badly. And work out. Al Shamal has gone off into the void. It has also been denounced. Oh, we still have a scout wandering around, and they haven't all been killed by our new enemies. Mass recall or trade relay. Not sure. I'll first try to build an astral trade relay. Yeah, maybe it's time that we start building a building a seed of astral of our own. I think we might want to have more backup. Yeah, when everything is risky, if not high risk, we probably want to have extra units to reinforce. There's a little squad here. Just gather whoever relatively nearby can come help. Well, that's fantastic. Yeah, this is... This is just great. Alright, since see, these are the ones that have... This is where, you know, we've got the nearest threat. Yeah, sure, we'll become allies. And it looks like both of our friends have answered the call. And in fact, both of our buddies are now fully our allies rather than just being in a defensive pact. Alright, we've successfully built Seed of Astral. In keeping with traditions, any self-respecting master of the Astral takes on a pupil. You invite every seventh child of a seventh child to your court. Three answer the call. The first one barges in and immediately picks a fight. A hot-headed lumberjack's son. The second calmly takes a seat at her table, a steel-faced steward's daughter. The third greets the guards and pours herself a drink, a friendly baker's girl. Who will become your apprentice? Your mentee's family, he will gift you the resource they produce. Oh, and they join our recruitment pool. Let's see, we can go for either production and food or gold. Let's go for gold. Since, yeah, when we're at war with three different enemies all at once, and we could probably use some extra gold. Alright, so in on the phasing enchantment. Research post grant +5 knowledge. Conduit is grant +5 mana. What rights do we have? Immediately conjure a definitive magical material near each city in your empire. Immediately summon an army of magic origin units with low maintenance at your throne city. You know, let's do that. Let's find out what we get from that. Okay, so we got an autumn fairy, a banshee, a gargoyle, a bone golem, and a lesser magma spirit for just spending some Imperium. That should help. Help us wage war against our multiple enemies. And basically locked us into magic victory for the victory tracker. And this is, and here is the new system that I believe is completely new to the series of sieges. You're ready to start a siege. In order to attack a city, you must first besiege it and to breach its defenses. Once breached, you can initiate an attack.
You have started a siege on this city. It takes a number of turns to breach the city's walls, depending on its fortification health. The following assault may be bloody, but a city is a valuable prize when captured.
The palisade walls, archer battlements, and caltrop stash. Okay, so currently the archer battlements are doing next to nothing for them. Because the archer posts only grants physical ranged attacks plus 20% damage and plus 1 whatever the symbol means, and ignores obscured. Well, see, they've got 2 iron golems, a gargoyle, no, a halberdier. I think maybe Steel Blast counts as a physical. Steel Blast counts as physical, then maybe. So you've got sabotaging support. Damages. This is support defensive structure on the city. The no support effect will be present to aid the defender in battle. Break the battlements, damages the battlement defense structure on the city. So it would be the archer battlements here. No battlements will be present in battle to aid the defender. Undermining the walls, additional wall breaches appear at the start of combat. Headlong assault, units besieging the city take 20 physical damage at the start of combat. What? Okay, so I think that's just to make the siege go faster. There's also harassed defenders. Units defending the city take 20 physical damage at the start of combat. Now let's go for that and break the battlements, sure. And make sure that we've got all of our all of our friends as Magitarium while their rulers competing with you. Competing rulers will receive a grievance on you when you vassalize the city. Hey, good to know. Clarion has sent a war party. A hostile army from Clarion has been sent to raid your domain. And we've got a new rally of the leeches. Oh, because we're close enough with Magitarium, we can rally units from a Magitarium, but we're going to want to wait a turn. Let's cast our Scroll of Attunement so that everybody gets Starblades. Oh, and it does look like they've got more units that will do physical range. Yeah, we've successfully vassalized Magitarium, so... let's pick up a Soother. And... don't have enough. No, let's let this guy stay home and reinforce Magitarium. Alright, 2 turns until we breach Gauntlet. Apparently there's a Fireforged stone over here. And we might be able to take. It's a production mana hold. Let's go for the Caltrop stash in case. Yeah, seems like this game will almost come down to just 2 different alliances squaring off.
You have encountered a hostile free city.
Okay, so it does look like Elm is sending some forces over. But we're also sieging one of her cities. So yeah, they've got to heal up from that 20 damage they immediately took at the start of the combat. Alright, so let's see, what was the most oh, we can just about kill All that unit right there. And everybody gets a boost from Starblades.
This is a shock unit, a powerful melee fighter specializing in high damage charges. It's a
Like, literally every unit in our entire army gets a benefit of Starblades. And, like their caltrops just are not that useful because a good portion of our army isn't trying to hang it to get up close to the walls anyway. In fact, a good portion of their forces are going to have to walk past the caltrops in order to get it anywhere near our units. Because they've got all of these big melee attackers, and then a lot of our stuff is ranged. Like the main ways that they could be accomplishing less with their caltrops is if we had gotten it in our phasing enchantment ready before we started this fight. Time for another cosmic ablation. To trigger literally everybody's star blades. I probably could have gone. Okay, there we go. We can just take that gargoyle out. And then we can just hit this iron golem full force. Okay, so it looks like the caltrops are having a little bit of an effect because of just some of the awkward positioning I'm having to do. I mean, I think most of my Hey, melee units are flying, so... Yeah, not another way in which they don't get to have much of an effect. Oh, Overchannel, I can cast an additional spell this turn. You might as well just go into defense mode. Alright, looks like we've got some casualties. Yeah, I think there was a pretty high tier difference there, so... Oh, that's kind of to be expected.
This is a shield unit.
Probably just... No sublation that... Just get several critical hits on these golems. Yeah, these caltrips are certainly creating some awkward movement. These poor arcanists are all on foot.
A unit has low morale.
Yeah, we are just tearing through. Hmm. Yeah, sure. I'll just let those guys flee. Hey, do we want to... Now let's go for a hostile Drektur. Baron Nildor de Shade of the Ifrisi Drektur greets you with hostility. We humanoid overlords of Drektur will fight for our freedom and stand against anyone who threatens our free city, even when they're led by an empress like you. The blood of invaders, thieves, and spies will nourish our fields. You're at war with Drektur. Gonna have to... Actually, we should... Oh yeah, we do need to also increase our city cap. Now the question is, how do we do that? Expanded government, repeatable general right. Increase the city cap by +1. So we're just gonna have to suffer the penalties for being over our city cap for a turn. But hey, we can get another hero. Assuming that we have... Not sure, let's repair the archer battlements that we damaged. I think we're just gonna produce merchandise right now. Oh, and we've got to level up for our Alaxia. We can pick up defense 1, fighting 1, lightning weapons, sprint, channel power. Magecraft 1, resistance 1, distant evocation, and fire evoker. Or precognition. And spell amplification. Makes tactical spells deal 20% more damage. That seems very useful. Experienced leader, while army leader, all non-hero units, the army gain +2 no experience each turn. That could also be useful. I believe they've got philosopher soldiers, so that would let us. Oh, and Presto has leveled up. So I believe he's currently leading an army. In fact, he's an experienced leader, so... he is currently leading an army, then he's granting that army... might as well give him none of the Star Blades. Oh, neat. Lyriara the Philosopher, our apprentice, is a free hero, so we might as well just recruit her. No governor set for Astropolis. Well, I mean, that should be Miragia Savant. She was governing it to begin with. Lyriara can govern Earn Gauntlet. Our domain has been invaded. I'm gonna say we let them like try and start a siege. Siege in one of our cities. And then we Sage Hector Hexam of Vegetarium seeks a favor concerning your mount. Great Empress, you ride a vampire spider, almost matching your own grace and power. Meanwhile, my faithful white horse was wounded and I can no longer ride it into battle. I humbly ask you to consider breeding yours with mine. With some gaudier magic, I expect our combined mounts will make a magnificent creature that will bring new glory to Magitarium. Oh, this is gonna... Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna go for they may breed, but their first offspring is mine. We both get a mount of an unknown type. Now how did a spider and a horse produce a wolf? Guess it's that gaudier magic. Alright, Presto oh, doesn't have the right weapon type in order to be able to ride a mount. Oh, Parsifal is in the Astral Void now, so maybe it looks like we might not be needed in this war against Parsifal. Alright, phasing enchantment has been researched. Let's start learning how to amplify minds. Okay, let's see. What hero can we give this white wolf to? We could very easily give it to Illyriara. In fact, I think... Yeah, I believe Lyriara is the only one that can actually use this mount other than Alaxia herself. Hey, you know, fitting for the apprentice to ride into battle on the back of the offspring of her master's steed. Even though it is just a little weird, because you know it's a wolf that somehow came of the union of a spider and a horse. Who knows what the other offspring was? Because I don't know if they I don't know if it you know which unit, because I don't know if like it changes at all when both. Alright, so now we are no longer having to deal with penalties from being over city cap. Did we select a... Hmm. Oh, it doesn't seem to... Oh, there we go. There's a button to select our hero skill. Now let's go for experienced leader. Oh, looks like they're just running. That's always a good sign. When you see your enemies in your territory and they just start running. Alright, Steropolis has produced a market. Now let's start building these astral trade relays. Yeah, sure, I don't think I have any teleporters, but right now start casting the phasing enchantment. That all of our battle mages and support units, all 21 of them, can gain phasing. Oh, looks like this alliance completely collapsed. These guys were all buddy buddy before, but now they're fighting. Oh, and in fact, now Elm's got multiple. Elm now has another enemy. Like there are exactly two. There are exactly two rulers that we know of that Elm is not currently at war with. So things are most likely not looking great. Need for her. Yeah, I think. Let's see. She's at war with 4 rulers. Alliance is at war with 2. Clarion's at war with 3. Alwyn is at war with 4. Or Parsifal is at war with 2. So Alwyn and Elm are currently tied for most hated, basically. Like, greatest number of enemies. Alright, we should probably just go ahead and deal with this invading force. There's over here. And that nice low risk battle against Orden Lunar. Well, let me select this unit. Yeah, now it's a safe battle because we've got the summoned creature squad not involved. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this guy a good old cosmic ablation. Triggers all of our star blades. Just gotta start marching over towards the enemy. And then we can just end the turn. Yeah, everybody goes into defensive mode. The blessed souls cannot be seduced. I think the ideal target would probably be this hero back here, but he's too far away. I guess we'll just magic blast as for right now. Right, and that's Blessed Souls down. Or at least it should be. Yep. So I can start focusing in on these archers over here. And another good old Cosmic Ablation just to finish the archers off. And trigger all of the Star Blades again. I've still got a unit that hasn't moved. There's a couple of them even. We can just start in on this next group of archers then. We've got a few. Like I managed to go through all of that without moving these smoothers at all. I might as well go for the 100% chance to hit. Oh, and he's still just barely out to reduction range. Like, I am basically saving this guy for last just to see if I can and seduce him. Or her, because I'm not sure if it's been specified. I think that's a guy. You know, we might as well see if love can bloom on the battlefield. Between Foxy Grandpa and a Catman. I mean, we're also kind of running out of targets for these. Yeah, we're out of targets now for various units to attack. Only went for a pretty substantial whole thing. They need to locate Presto. Right there's Presto. He's just barely out of range. But you know, I'm gonna, and he's just gonna run from me. You know, fuck you. You know, if you're just gonna run.
A defeated hero has been put in your prison or crypt.
Oh, but he's in our prison. Because he's defeated, he is now in our prison. Oh, and we can pick another tier 3 tome. You go for Tome of Summoning, or we could go for something outside of our usual astral stuff. Like Tome of Pandemonium. Thrive in the chaos of battle, and specialize in inflicting random negative stats effects on our enemies and dealing more damage to enemies that are already inflicted. Tome of Devastation. Give the means to take sieges with overwhelming force, specialize in sieges and dealing damage. That could actually be pretty useful. Tome of Terramancy. Manipulate the earth at will, specialize in dealing physical damage and hindering enemy movement. Tome of Transmutation. Change physical substances using vast amounts of mana. Specialize in debuffing enemies and use buffing allies and changing your economy. Tome of Vigor. Strengthen your units and armies with a brute, no power wild beast. Specialize in buffing animals and increasing hit points. master the natural cycles of life and death and specialize in debuffing enemies and healing allies. Create a sanctuary for all believers, specialize in healing and buffing defenses. Expands and subjugates these from other races, specializes in lowering enemy morale and conquering cities. That could also be useful. Turn your people into the undead and transform your empire into a paradise for them to thrive in. Cause enemies become blind and spread Arctic terrain throughout the world. Yeah, we can start freezing the desert. And I think we'll just go for Tome of Summoning since we've already got quite a few magic origin units.
One may become a master in every sense of the word. Call forth arcane minions and bend them to your will. Strengthen their connection to the world and watch as they lay down their existence for you. The one who willed them into being.
Oh, and we can go ahead and pick up Arcane Restoration. Plus, is just heal all of our... Alright, we might as well start building the prison cells then. And... Alright, build another astral trade relay. Phasing enchantment has been cast. The Orden Lunar has been... Oh, he's dead. Like, I guess then we don't need the prison cells. What we need is the crypts. Which we also don't have any room to recruit more heroes right now, so... New Empire Development skill. All available. Teleportation Mastery. Armies restore to full hit points and regain 50% of their move points when using a teleporter. But we don't have any teleporters yet, so... Yeah, I'd say we start in on maybe taking over Fold. Lightning Torrent. All units had sustained 20 lightning damage. All units suffered -2 lightning resistance for 1 rolled map turn. And we might as well learn Fulmination first. Ooh, looks like we've got an opportunity. I won't trade this item. Alright, Percival Lamfly will consider the following. Make peace. Yeah, I think I would want to be getting something out of it. Let's maybe settle some of these grievances. Yeah, I'll pay for this transgression. It looks like we want to build up our mana income a bit more. Or soon. Your astral eye senses a terrible storm of magical currents gathering over your throne city. The flowing energies of the astral sea, that fickle mistress, ebb and flow between its main conduits. When the astral waves collide and crash, too much energy can flood a realm that houses any empress of note. Today, that empress is you. The astral storm threatens to evaporate the citizens of Manifold. Are you capable of deflecting the imminent mayhem? Yeah, sure. I'll just absorb the oncoming energies. These and gain some level ups. Granted, it does leave Alexia a little bit vulnerable, but you know. Luck signature skill, we can go for Visions of Woe. Enemy units in a 1 hex radius fumble their attacks for 1 turn. Reckless Rage. Plus 30% in melee attack damage for 3 turns. Probably not that. Now let's go for Visions of Woe as our first of these special hero skills. Well, might as well. I'll boost up our tactical spell damage. And boost up the range at which we can cast it as well. This should. This will be enough for us to pick up Wisp Familiar next level up, I think. Yeah, probably gonna want to wait a turn. So let's see, Mental Mark. 2 marked. 97% invasion and 3 sundered resistance. I'll go for summon phase beast. Alright, let's build a mana obelisk. Yeah, sure, we'll... Alright, Magitarium is now in bonded vassalage. And we've got to wait like a turn or two so that Alexei can gain some health. Okay, so that is a lot of guys. Let's maybe fall back a little bit. Select new research. Yeah, sure, I'll learn how to conjure an amplification pylon. Own director has sent another war party. Raquel Shamal has proven themselves most worthy friend to me. A shared friendship between you and Raquel can only make us stronger. Unfortunately, I can't. And do that right now because I don't have enough money. Yeah, let's just hunker down for a little while. Because that's a lot. That's a lot of units. Okay, we don't have any kind of storm spells, so... And we lost the chance to... But we do now have access to a tier 4 tome. You can go for Tome of Astral Convergence. It becomes stronger or the more spells you cast and summon creatures from the Astral Sea. Tome of the Astral Mirror. Create astral reflections of your units and leader. And reflect damage back into attackers. Who summons a Mirror Mimic, a mythic unit that can take the form of other units, gaining their abilities and healing themselves. Which we do have stuff that cares about combat summon spells. When the sea is besieged, grants the defender an astral reflection of their ruler if they are not present themselves. Seed product no towers be present. Astral shattering. Target enemy province is destroyed and the population is lost. I can just destroy provinces with this thing? Spawns a powerful marauding army of astral sea creatures. Yeah, there's gotta be a cost beyond just the cost to actually cast it directly. And I think maybe we go for the astral mirror first. As much as the ability to just
To conjure an exact likeness of one's own body in its present circumstance is a feat in itself. But additionally infusing these likenesses with reflection magic that sends destructive energy back at one's foes. Sheer genius, truly.
yeah, I mean, like, being able to summon 2 astral reflections of the target friendly unit into unoccupied adjacent hexes, that sounds pretty good. I believe that also means that a root of astral. It's 2 bolstered resistance. The astral spells are 20% cheaper to cast. And we do have this massive squad here. They've got to deal with the. I don't think there's any province improvements that we really want right now. Probably just bolster. Where are the units that we've got to defend the place? Climate change to good. That's just a daunting number of enemy units over there. I've learned to summon astral reflections. As much as it'll take a little while, they're learning how to build a throne of mirrors. Don't have anything that can blast those guys. It is on the world map. I think the big thing is probably going to just be, you know, focus our forces wherever they're trying to siege, which I think may well be where we currently are. Which, I mean, thankfully, a lot of our best forces are already going to be here, or will be able to be here very fast. Sure would be nice if some of our allies would come and help out. With this intimidatingly large squad of enemy units. Oh, looks like they're retreating. It would seem that okay, how about you not mess with my big fancy seed? Yeah, that's kind of important. Actually, let's... Okay, we can't do Root of Astral just yet because we need to... Because we need more... I like that it's like Gauntlet can... And it annex another province, but where? Let's just gain more knowledge, I guess. They're on the move again. We may need to start moving units gauntlet wards. To try and discourage them from launching a counter siege. Need to take the city back. I gotta take care of these guys. I think phasing might be kind of lame actually. Yeah, when it's got a lower range than it just moving over there. There it's kind of not so good. And just blast these guys with Cosmic Ablation. And to get Star Blades going, which unfortunately Liara does not get Star Blades needs yet. Because heroes have to take like special skills. I think at the very least phasing seems to be kind of situational. Like, you know, it's good if you need to just say not walk past it or over something that's between you and where you want to go. But when you're not actually gaining any movement, or even you know, not getting your full movement because you're phasing, and you're kind of missing out in most situations. Only 26% chance? Now let's see if he can work his magic. And it's resisted. Which, you know, kind of to be expected. Gotta try and save my apprentice. But in fact, does not. Well, she's got quick stab. I think my apprentice might be about to die. Yep. She's dead. Yeah, I'd rather lose her than Presto, at least. Well, I mean, if nothing else, I spent gold on Presto. I didn't spend anything on this apprentice. Like I spent negative gold on that apprentice because I got gold for choosing her as my apprentice. So now we can start focusing on these guys. Should... Oh, okay, Seduce is on a cooldown currently, but I think that's one... It's maybe one world turn. Rather than one combat turn. And just finish those guys off. There we go. Only one casualty. And we even get to keep Lyriar's remains in the crypt. Vlad the Shade. He gets to live, apparently. Guess we're looking at perhaps recruiting a hero. So we've got Runa the Hopeful, a healer, Amadaro the Astute, Lamentus the Steady, Tempera Risewind, Fortunato Risewind, and Thago Hexem, Zolathir Hexem, Razmolev Savant, or Perlevan and Savant. Yeah, these were the two guys that we had the these were the two that we had the option to hire instead of Presto. But we don't have the funds to hire anyone right now, so receive trade proposal. Yeah, sure. And, we've still got the massive invading force over here. You are summoned by Magitarium, but you are not agreed by Sage Vector Hexem. Instead, a removing diplomatic negotiations, and his eldest son hails you. Good day, Empress Aloxia the Archivist. I am Razmolev Hexem of Magitarium. I believe the rule of my father is failing. Fortunately, I am eager and capable to step in, but I fear that the transition might prove arduous. I'll make a better ally than my father. Will you support the scheme of Razmolev to supplant Sage Vector Hexem? Well, let's see. We can't just recruit him. Now let's just recruit him. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Just needed to grab something to drink real quick because it's getting kind of warm. I guess we'll set Razmalev as the governor of Gauntlet. So it's previously being governed by our apprentice. But since she is no longer with us, is it? Yeah, sure, I'll take a wizard's bond with Raquel. Clan has sent a war party. And that should give us plenty of gold to spend on this rally of the lieges. So let's get another soother. And a spellbreaker. Oh, and now they've decided that they're gonna go after Astropolis instead. Either that or they're just retreating. I think we're probably gonna want to pick up some kind of mass damage overworld spell at our nearest opportunity. So that we can just start clearing some of the... So that we can just start blasting these guys without having to engage them directly in combat. Alright, Arcane Supercharge, Mental Mark, or Wayfinder Enchantment. Let's just pick up Wayfinder Enchantment. Yeah, I mean, she is right. I have not started a single war. I was going to, but then other people started wars that I just got brought into or got declared directly on me. Okay, so it looks like they're retreating. But you know, as long as we're able to basically just mutually intimidate each other into not fighting indirectly, actually that's pretty good. So summon Mirror Mimic, Arcane Bond, and or Emergency Teleportation. Any magic unit origin unit has a base 90% chance of becoming mind controlled for 2 turns. If unsuccessful, deal 30 lightning damage instead. Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, we might as well finish our movement over to Astropolis. Let's see what. Yeah, I'll pay 150 gold for my transgression of vassalizing Maggitarium. Oh, looks like they might actually be doing something. Looks like they finally have the guts to start a siege, maybe. I guess we'll stand guard here for now. Now we can pick up Tome of Astral Convergence. Which gives us access to another combat summon spell. Thanks to target race to the astral sea, granting them pass through, which allows them to walk through obstacles. And +1 mana and +1 knowledge per population. So really, I think we might want to go for something. Like, let's see if there's anything that will let us get just something that we can blast with. On the world map. I mean, I guess Astral Shattering probably.
When you alter the currents of the astral sea, the currents alter you as well. True masters of the arcane will become conduits of the magical energy they command, letting it flow through their very being. This energy can be used to infuse their subjects, enhancing them in a number of ways.
But yeah, we do have to do something about these guys. It looks like they may be back. Or? And they're starting to move. Are they going back or are they going... No. Oh. Okay. I thought I was just gonna pick off this one guy, but apparently not. Apparently this one guy is just the one guy that isn't concealed. Held in an entire... Actually, no, I think it's just simply that... Might not be concealment, it might just be that this one guy can get a lot of reinforcements. Because, unlike in previous Age of Wonders games, adjacency isn't a prerequisite for being able to reinforce. Might as well pick up emergency teleportation. You know what we can do? First of all, we can go for Throne of Mirrors. And we can also go for Root of Astral. Yeah, well, let's just start building this Root of Astral, and you know, pretty soon we're gonna gain access to a tier 5 tome. Oh, now you're considering a siege again? Are you actually going to do it this time? And Director is sent into War Party. we could probably start. Yep, let's build another astral trade relay and get some more soothers in. Just in case they decide to just skirt around Astropolis and go for a mana hold or something. Oh, I think they might actually be going for the siege. It's like new research. I'll just pick up Astral Blood. A hooded hermit requested an audience. She bared those 3 pages that were clearly ripped from their tomes of magic. You have a reputation for being a scholarly empress, Alexia of the Archivist. The hermit's voice is deep and honeyed. You discern the outline of a barbed tail under her robes. They carry forbidden knowledge that can be yours. You're determined enough to claim it. Small horns protrude from under the hermit's hood. Empress, you may learn a destructive spell in exchange for a quart of your blood. So you can learn Ignite, Ice Coffin, or Condemnation. All of these are just tier 1 spells.
Race transformations are costly but powerful.
Like, none of that seems... None of that seems super useful. Now, Astral Shattering, on the other hand, that seems useful. It's a rocky feature, can destroy mountains. Enemy armies sustain 10 physical damage. Clary is potentially going to break our current treaties. Needs if we continue on this path. Well, yeah, that's kind of not great. Yep, my Seat of Astral has been occupied again. Yeah, that's not good. Just about all of our units have low morale because of things like our current gold shortage. Well, at least it's only a risky battle. So, you know, maybe we have a chance of actually pulling through. Alright, let's see. Who's the best target for our Cosmic Ablation? Let's go for this guy that's already taken some damage. And now it's just a matter of getting everybody into position. You see, unfortunately, I don't have the convenience of just starting right at the walls. Mm, didn't mean for those guys to go in defense mode all the way back there. There, because we kind of need as big of a team as we can. And up front at the walls. Also, some of our units aren't even joining in on this fight, so... Which actually could be useful, because that means that they can just join in on the rematch, on basically a rematch. With, like, you know, if we can't beat them now, then we can... And try again. And with the units that aren't here, they're in the city. Of course, you know, the low morale is certainly not helping. Helping since that hurts our attacks. Oh, looks like they've got some kind of combat summoning spell. Oh, they can use. There goes the snake. They are targeting Presto real hard. Or it's that's not good. Presto's in an enemy zone of control, so he can't use his seduction. Not at all. Okay, we've maybe bring. I'm gonna have to use my spell to finish that golem off. Probably shouldn't have done that. Because all that really accomplished was having these guys take a hit. Matt, might as well just like at this point, kind of just damaging the enemy as much as we can. Make it a little bit easier. Or to try and, for instance, recapture the city. Later. It's like I don't think this is only a risky battle, supposedly. Like we sure are getting our asses beat real hard for a risky battle. Like I think it said that our armies are routing now. Oh, cool. So I basically can't do anything because of morale. Fantastic. Yeah, this is a fun mechanic. Yeah, literally can't do anything. And you know the game doesn't have the decency to not force me to watch. Might as well just auto combat at this point. You know what? It's 8 minutes to 3 a.m. So I'm just gonna save and call it here. So thank you everyone who stopped by tonight. Needed. Next stream in general is planned for Saturday with I'm not sure yet. And next stream of Age of Wonders is planned for next Thursday if I feel like it. Because like honestly after that I think I might do something else on Thursdays for a little while. In the meantime, let's see who's available to raid. There's quite a few. People we can raid. Hmm. Now let's read this person.